A hospital in Gaza says at least 28 people are dead after an Israeli strike on a school sheltering displaced civilians. The IDF says it conducted a precise strike targeting a Hamas command center and took steps to mitigate the risk to civilians. This as the White House says President Biden and Prime Minister Netanyahu agreed to remain in close contact over the coming days as Israel considers a potential retaliatory strike on Iran. Meanwhile, the UN says a quarter of Lebanon's population is under evacuation orders as Israel expands its military operation there. ABC's Patrick Reevell has the latest from Beirut.
Hi, Diane. Israel has been conducting airstrikes once again across Lebanon, and the UN peacekeeping force based in southern Lebanon has accused the IDF of firing on the positions of its peacekeepers. It says that 2 of its peacekeepers were injured when an IDF tank fired towards their observation tower, directly hitting it and causing them to fall from it. It says that they are in hospital but not seriously injured. It's also accused the IDF of firing towards a bunker that was being used by peacekeepers. It says that it has spoken to the IDF, will be speaking to the IDF to warn them of their responsibilities. But really, I think attention is most of all focused on Gaza, where the situation continues to become even more catastrophic. Palestinian health authorities say that at least 28 people were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a school being used as a shelter. The IDF now is 6 days into its renewed ground offensive into northern Gaza, focused on the Jabalia refugee camp, where the UN says that 400,000 people are trapped in northern Gaza as the IDF once again orders these people to move. They've already, most of them, been displaced many times before. The US has spoken at the UN last night, urging Israel to take urgent steps to reduce the harm to civilians in the area, but there so far has been little sign that those calls have been heeded. The situation continuing to deteriorate in northern Gaza, and we're also waiting still for the promised Israeli strike against Iran in response to Iran's missile barrage more than a week ago. We heard from the White House that President Biden, in his call with Prime Minister Netanyahu last night, was direct and has conveyed that that strike, whatever form it takes, must be proportional. I think the question is, do the US and Israel agree on the definition of proportional? We heard from Israel's defense minister last night saying that when this attack finally comes, it will be precise, deadly, and above all, surprising for Iran. Diane.
ABC's Patrick Reevell in Beirut. Thank you.